What is up, everybody? I totally missed you guys, but I want to try to collect everything that happened in the past like 3 weeks, the last time I uploaded. So I just want to talk about everything, and a lot happened. And in my opinion, I think the tide is starting to shift, and people are just sick and tired of the deranged just leftism in everything, from our movies to politics to just retarded stuff. So I guess I'm just gonna get into it because there's a lot that just happened. But probably the biggest thing that's happening right now, the CNN. Also, I wore this shirt on purpose. I got it on forbidden.com. If you want to check that website out, a lot of their merch is really good and really good art on there. I would honestly buy one of everything on there. This is not sponsored. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't really give a shit. I have like 1,500 subscribers, which is nothing. But yeah, CNN Plus, if you didn't know, I'm pretty sure you guys all heard, CNN Plus was an app, streaming service for CNN, the news network that lies literally about basically almost everything that they talk about. And they were gonna have a subscription service. First off, I think it was supposed to be like $6 a month for it, and after like it being out for like a day or two, they cut it in half, and they only had like 10,000 concurrent subscribers on there daily, and they wanted to have like millions. And I've heard that they spent like over $300 million on that app alone, just trying to develop it. And it's amazing. People do not want to see their garbage because they lied for the past like nearly almost a decade, from Trump to Covington kids to just all these different things. And you see little Eggman on there just sitting there crying about, you need to come to us for your information. You're going to get people killed. This is for our democracy.
See, Sean Hannity could learn a thing or two from Trevor Noah. That phrase, do your own research, it's popping up a lot in conversations about coronavirus and about COVID vaccines. Nicki Minaj used similar wording in that tweet this week, saying she was doing research. But this go-it-alone approach, doing your own research, it seems so innocent, but it can have serious consequences.
God, it's beautiful to see. I do not like to revel in other people's misery, but when you're just as disgusting and just terrible people that just lie, and they cause so much destruction in the world and in this country that it's just like I welcome it. I welcome their destruction. I don't give a shit at this point. Netflix losing subscribers. And with me, I'm gonna give a little bit of a personal story with this, because I always owned like Netflix like years ago. I haven't had it in like a few years. I have like my uncle's login just because he wants me to watch like Demon Slayer or whatever. Still haven't watched it. It's been like 2 years since this dude's been like harassing me to watch it. The only thing I watched on there was like Breaking Bad and the Marvel shows. And I was gonna go through and rewatch the Marvel shows on Netflix in the last few months. I've been going through, I've been collecting comic books. I actually should do a video on that. I've been collecting comic books and going back to their origins. So this is Masterworks. These are the first 10 issues of Spider-Man, like the first, like the OG ones reprinted. And I get these off eBay. So Marvel's getting none of that money. Thank God. And I have the Daredevil Masterworks, and I wanted to read the book and go through and rewatch the show to see like what matches up and what they changed and things like that. Completely, it's gone off of Netflix. It's not there. So literally I have nothing to watch. Breaking Bad's on there, but I rewatched that show like 2-3 times. Better Call Saul, I bought that on Amazon when it was coming out. So there's nothing on there. It's on Disney. Not gonna give Disney a goddamn cent anymore. So yeah, there's that. And I almost forgot to mention that Netflix released a film, Cuties, on their platform, and when people complained and said that, hey, this looks like it's exploiting children and it's really disgusting, they decided to go in and defend the movie and say it's actually a critique on children exploitation. But people weren't buying it, and they're in court right now in the state of Texas, so I guess we're still trying to see where that's going. But yeah, Netflix is also a really terrible company that you should not give your money to. And then Disney coming out trying to support child grooming. Actually, they didn't want to say anything first. They were just like, hey, we're going to stay out of it. And they got bullied by all their deranged employees. I don't understand that now, is that like you have all these crazy employees that would scream and do all this stuff. You could just say, hey, you're fired, or just like, hey, just don't come into work tomorrow, or suspend them or write them up. If they act like that when they literally are bullying you, you could just fire them and just rehire someone who actually cares about the work and not try to force politics down your throat. But Disney did the most retarded thing you could do, is actually try to go in to this, the anti-grooming bill, which they call the Don't Say Gay bill, where it doesn't say it at all. Like, they clearly didn't read it. They just go, oh my god, they want to kill trans kids or whatever dumb shit they were saying, and they're just like, hey, we oppose this bill. It's like, so you're pro-grooming? It's just amazing. It's just hilarious. And now Disney and Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, and I really do not like politicians. In the last like 2 years, it's made me just hate almost every single politician. But Ron DeSantis, he does so many things where you're just like, yes, it's based. Yes, it's based. Some things I'm just like, dude, don't do that. But like this one where I guess he revoked the like their taxes exemptions that they had been having since like the 50s or the 60s for Disney World or Disneyland, either. I think it's Disneyland in Florida, and I've heard that saves them around like $200 million annually. And I've heard, I think it was the quartering saying, it's just like, okay, Disney, you want to play politics? Here's politics. How about you go fuck yourself and pay all these taxes? And it's amazing because all these companies, they're all very smug. They're arrogant. They feel like they could do whatever they whatever they want because they have money, they have influence. And if you do anything, who are we going to go to? We're at the top. Disney's been at the top for so long, but I think they've been on a downward spiral for the past like decade. Everything that they make has been a remake, or they bought a property that's already been existing, or it's just been sequel after sequel. The last like think about the last like 10 Pixar movies. They've been sequels to movies who should have gotten a sequel like 15 years prior. It took like 15 years to get Incredibles 2. Other films are just remakes of their classics from like the 90s. They're just live action remakes, the same exact stories, but just way worse. Everyone hates Star Wars. No one really gives a shit about the MCU after Endgame. Like every other movie has not really made that much money except Spider-Man, but Sony gets majority of the profits from that. And they're not making the amount of subscribers that they want for their platform. They have these like outrageous numbers, like they want to try to surpass Netflix. Netflix is just bleeding subscribers. They lost like 200,000 when they were supposed to be getting millions. There's like nothing on there. And they also have this really stupid practice where they have a show, they'll do 2 seasons and then cancel it. It's like, what's the point? Why would I want to get invested in this show and you just completely just strip it from me? Like American Vandal was a fucking hilarious mockumentary. I was telling everyone to watch it. I just saw it. What was it? Dude spray painting dicks on the parking lot. It's stupid. It was funny, and it was a lot of fun. They did a season 2, and that one went super viral because people were sharing the kids shitting in the cafeteria, and people thought it was real. But no, it was like a marketing ploy or whatever. And it got super very right after season 2 came out. They canceled it. Why? And then we get like 7 seasons of goddamn like Big Mouth and who's watching Big Mouth? I do have people saying, oh yeah, man, it's hilarious. It's just, I don't know. And my hope is that people are going to swoop in and try to fill that void, because I want something just new, something different, something I don't want to see the same thing. I want to see something fun, not divisive, just people going out there and just being creative. That's what I want to see, and I think that's what other people want to do also, and they just want to keep politics out of it altogether. That's why the Daily Wire will probably be the next Netflix in the next like 10 years. Maybe even Tim Pool might get into that market, and he's trying to, and I want to get into that market too, like people coming together, just being creative and just building culture. And that is what I'm really excited about, and I think that's what most people are starting to get, because we got to stop funding these stupid these really terrible companies. People just like, oh my god, Disney supports child grooming, that's terrible, I will never buy anything from Disney. And then they drop Doctor Strange trailer, they drop a little Thor trailer, they're just like, oh my god, can't wait till that comes out, I'm gonna order my ticket now. And it's just like, people, you do not understand. Just stop going to see these retarded movies. Don't pirate it either. Just say, no, I'm good. Batman has been on what fucking HBO Max for the past like 4 days. Still haven't touched it. My fiance was like, "Hey, it's 4:20. You want to sit around and watch Batman that day?" And I'm just like, dude, I would honestly watch anything else. Let's watch Better Call Saul, season 6 Better Call Saul, because that's like one of my favorite goddamn shows. God, the lighting and the color correction. Oh my god, it's so good. Please watch Better Call Saul, please. And I think the thing that really popped it off, it was kind of like the Leah Thomas thing, because people were just like, yo, what the fuck? It's just like, yeah, you're a man trying to compete against women, and you're obviously you're gonna win every single time, of course. And I started to see more and more regular people wake up to that, like on my Facebook. I really hate Facebook. Sometimes I'll peruse it and I use it for marketing for my gigs, but I start to see more and more people are like, what is this? Who does that to other women? And also the Jeremy's Razors thing coming out at the same time, and he made this amazing ad.
They condemned our views held by millions of Americans and virtually every human who's walked the planet until about 15 minutes ago as inexcusable. And they dropped their ads from our network because of what they called values misalignment. You're damn right our values are misaligned. And it's not just Harry's either. Gillette razors used to be the best a man could get. Then they decided that men are too toxic. Unless you're the kind of man who teaches his daughter to shave her beard. If that makes sense to you, keep buying Gillette.
That's another thing. I find advertisements so boring. They all look the same. It's just, hey, we're this interracial couple and buy our product. And it's just very straightforward and boring. I remember commercials from like when I was growing up, like 2007, 2008. They were just fucking weird. They were just creative. The Skittles had really weird commercials. Axe, the Old Spice. They were just bizarre, and it got your attention, and they were fun, and they were funny. And now they're just really boring. And speaking of boring, Jeremy Boring. So what Jeremy Boring did, he said, all right, how about you go fuck yourself? We're gonna make our own razors. And I think they have like now like 50,000 subscribers to just their razors, and Daily Wire has like over 650,000 subscribers to their service. So they're growing, and it's amazing to see. And I really need to watch their films. I should actually like review their films on this channel if you guys want me to do that, because I fucking love movies. I don't know if you guys could already tell. Hollywood is dying. That is probably the most beautiful thing to see. Is just you see these smug, arrogant people. And like 5 years ago, we're finding out, oh yeah, you guys all knew there were a lot of people out there just raping people like indiscriminately, and you guys didn't say anything at all. Like the entire, like just the culture of Hollywood, and you just see this air of smugness. They feel like they could just say whatever they want, or they just write about everything because they have some X million amount of like Twitter followers, and whatever they say is correct because they're getting gaslit by their fans to just say, oh yeah, I stand with Black Lives Matter. Now they're being exposed for buying fucking mansions, and we've been warning you guys about this. You guys got all these guilty white people, all these self-loathing black people throwing fucking millions upon, I think actually billions of dollars, don't even know where the money's going to, and they won't even ask. They're just like, oh, now they're filming videos of mansions, taking it down and everything. Now they're being investigated. Someone from my state, my city, Boston, getting fraud charges for going out and misappropriating funds. And it's amazing to see. It is a little frustrating that you and a bunch of other people just been fucking screaming from the hilltop Stop supporting these people. They don't care about you. But now they're just starting to get it. I think it has to do with Biden, and like the food prices are going up, gas is going up, and people starting to pay attention, because they'll say, oh, hey, gas prices are going up because of Putin. This is happening because of Putin. They're like, no, it's been going up before then. Regular people are starting to snap out of it. They're just like, why is gas so expensive? Why is my food so much? Why can I afford this? Why a car on Carvana from 2012 is like $25,000? Dude, it's they're starting to get it now. And now even like the leftist attacks are backfiring on them. They're looking insane. Like when they passed a bill in Florida about Disney, you see people screaming and just ignoring them, just like, I don't get.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It seems as Mickey and many have joined us in the chamber today. That said, this is the bill that we discussed yesterday.
Members, we will either go into structured debate or we will call the previous question.
That's how you need to treat these people. They're children. They're screaming because they're not allowed to groom kids. The teachers are freaking out, quitting en masse. Just, I can't talk about butt sex with my students. It's like, no, bro, you're fucking gross. Also, Libs of TikTok being doxxed by that one journalist. Terrible person, cries about being doxxed and how terrible it is. And
hey, nice job on that story, you soulless effing. Then also you'll see there's many people that are tweeting, these are Taylor Lorenz's loved ones.
They have
everyone.
Photos. Wow, these are all photos of your family members.
Yeah,
children.
They'll threaten children. They'll threaten my parents. I've had to remove every single social tie. I had severe PTSD from this. I contemplated suicide. It got really bad. You feel like any little piece of information that gets out on you will be used by the worst people on the internet to destroy your life. And it's so isolating.
And terrifying.
It's horrifying. I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
It's overwhelming. It's really hard.
It's dangerous for women, and she goes out and doxes a woman because she doesn't even like do anything. It's not like she's like the quartering, makes fun of them, makes jokes. Not what I do or Eric July, like go out and actually like say stuff. But all that Libs of TikTok does is repost what these deranged people post. That's all she does.
So much for that question. I use the term minor attracted person or MAP in the title and throughout the book for multiple reasons. First of all, because I think it's important to use terminology for groups that members of that group want others to use for them. And MAP advocacy groups like Before You Act have advocated for use of the term MAP. They've advocated for it primarily because it's less stigmatizing than other terms like pedophile. A lot of people, when they hear the term pedophile, they automatically assume that it means a sex offender. And that isn't true, and it leads to a lot of misconceptions about attractions toward minors. I've definitely heard the idea that you brought up, though, that the use of the term minor attracted person suggests that it's okay to be attracted to children. But using a term that communicates who someone is attracted to doesn't indicate anything about the morality of that attraction.
And literally echoing, and not even echoing, just literally just showing you what these people think, and they find that as a threat and they get mad. They're just like, oh my God, this is so dangerous to trans kids and all these things. Jen Psaki coming out and crying. People could see through it already. Also, and I heard that Libs of TikTok got way more followers after the doxing, and instead of it trying to destroy her or trying to get her in danger. And you see this, like you see Tim Pool, he keeps getting swatted. They keep trying to shut down his show. They try to do everything, even putting this man and his entire team putting their life in danger. What I told Gothics, she was on Tim Pool like a month or two ago, and I told her, like, hey, just be safe. He's having a lot of swattings for no reason at all, because people just hate that they're being exposed, and regular people are starting to find out and they're starting to get it. And I'm seeing this trend, and it's amazing. And I think the one thing that really made me want to do this video is that I was shocked. God damn it. And I was shocked when this happened. If you saw my one of my videos of me getting going to the range. I took Gothics to the range for her fiance's birthday, and I did that for him, actually with both of them. And I just received my license to carry in the mail a couple days ago, and I posted it online. I posted Instagram, and I do the 365 a day challenge, so I post one time a day, and it's just like a little art project I'm doing, trying to get better at color correct, just for fun, a little hobby that I'm doing. And also follow me, Cedric Purcell 906, and I do this, and I also post on my Facebook. Instagram is usually fine, and Facebook, it's usually a lot of my friends are way more leftist on Facebook, and I thought I was gonna post it. People on Instagram would be fine. People on Facebook would be like, oh my god, you're gonna go out and start a mass murder, just something stupid and something retarded. I was just making this up in my head, but I really didn't care at the point. But I posted it and actually got a lot of likes. It's like one of my most liked photos. It's not much, it's like 30 likes or whatever. I don't really get that many likes on a lot of my posts, but I had like 30 something likes, and a lot of people are just like, oh bro, it was like a lot of older people too, which was really funny, or a lot of people that I know that are like BLM activists, or they like BLM. They're just like, oh hey, how do you get one? Oh hey, how's the process? Yeah, I tried to go in like a few years ago. How do you get it? Or hey, I got mine years ago. Hey man, I'm proud of you. And it was just really fucking hilarious to see that, because people are starting to see they're being lied about guns. All they do is just say AR-15. Woo, be scared, please. And people are just like, nah, I'd much rather protect myself. And it's amazing to see people getting more and more into self-protection and stop relying on the state, because people are starting to take things a lot more into their own hands, or stop going to these big corporations, going to the state to get handouts. And people are being way more self-reliant. And it's such a beautiful thing. So yeah, guys, do not get black pilled on anything. You see all these people getting upset about the mask mandates being removed on airplanes. People are losing their minds, and these people are just getting more and more and more insane, and it gets funnier and funnier and funnier. So man, just do what I do, mock, shame, and do not shut up about this. Do not be afraid to make fun of these people. These people are just vile. They would literally go out and try to threaten you, try to threaten your business, your way of life, your family members, and like what they did to Libs of TikTok, what they're doing to Tim Pool, what they do to any other person. Tell them, just plant your feet on the ground and just say, hey, you know what? How about you just go fuck yourself? But yeah, other than that, guys, hope you guys have a great day. And yeah, see you guys next time. Peace.